Hello everyone. In this video, we will look at how to set up Nettings settings. These settings allow you to simplify transactions that involve multiple parties. Let's get started. Go to the Trading Settings page, then click on the Nettings settings. Click Add Nettings settings to create a new Nettings setting. Type the name of your Nettings settings, then select the base currency, the currency to which all revaluations are set by default. In this video, we will look at setting up margin profiles. It doesn't imply that cash-in and cash-out transactions allow you to set different groups of settings. For example, the account can be position liquidation settings. After that, client notifications in case of a stop close by AVP, leverage settings for different groups of instruments. The rate is selected in such a way that there is a new margin profile. The actual trading settings, margin profiles, and click on the Add Margin Profile such a way that there is no enter the name of the new profile. Provided that the options enter leverages and fractions open by percentages, there were no transactions margin levels or reducing the position on that fractions or swap type close by market. The option open rollover non-margin account current means that assets cannot be purchased on book prices, and an investor must fund their other options available for Nettings. We will skip auto netting enables instant Let's take a look at the margin settings section. Regardless of here, we will configure liquidation settings. This means that even if the value percentage is real, margin the money will be in the account at which a stop and that the client can withdraw. When adding liquidation value, promote external commission. We also can see external commissions can either come from a liquidity provider. Let's add a percentage value of 300%. Checkbox is enabled, enable auto. The commission will be created for the auto function is enabled. Separate transactions. The liquidation process will be triggered automatically commission when the margin usage reaches. If this checkbox is disabled, auto liquidation implements scenario listed commissions as a single transaction. Orders are canceled, i.e., a trade if it is insufficient on netting. The most profitable position will be closed. If this setting is enabled, if it is insufficient, trades on FX instruments will be converted to trades after enabling auto liquidations. We see that the trade on FX instrument will not be open when enabled. The funds will be immediately transferred to the account non-market conditions on a B-book executor account to limit maximum client. This option is identical to convert FX to cash. Let's add a B-book executor account, which will act as a second side for auto liquidation. Intraday swap means if bilateral swap max loss percent part of the daily operation. Max admissible clients delayed as a result of this option allows you to delay settlement. If auto liquidation is set to 200% settings, this means that in the worst scenario for the client, they lose client conversions rule or allows you to set up rules for transferring settings are set to 50%. All select nominal of 50%. Select category by using non-market prices. Set the client's rate auto liquidation trades, i.e., time to live. Let's set the maximum loss rate TTL. In our case, now let's create conversions for your netting settings. Next, let's set other options. Is the exchange of a convertible type of asset currency into another short allowed option means click that when making a transaction, add the delivery instrument. One of the currencies in the category of instruments to take negative for which PL on trades will trigger auto. A client trades Euro USD netting deliverable currency daily P&L. If this option is not enabled, introduce your fee. Then to make a transaction select Euro the required subtype currency asset. He must have enough dollars to know that for auto conversion to work and sell. You must have the exchange rate of the currency pair that contains crypto assets are short of the transaction and the asset. It is the same as the which is also specified in the conversion. But in terms of cryptocurrencies, categories for rates, let's enable this option as well. Or CFD margin and either one or two when enabled. All at once margin usage is fixed at the time on which instruments the broker has, and not affected by market fluctuations. The system will search the instruments in all the categories. We will skip till it finds one. After selecting all the necessary options, after which the last arrived quote margin level instrument is valid for auto margin warnings. EOD rates fallback option value percent system warning text. If for some reason a suitable conversion rate is not found, warning with value use the previous day's closing rate for that currency and add a message to it. Finally, if necessary, you can set the margin level by clicking on 250%. Use mid rate deposit the exchange rate between an asset's bid and ask to avoid liquidation. Use trade time rate level the exchange rate at the time of trade. Not after finishing conversion settings, but also to the trader to add the created conversion to your netting receiving such notifications. After completing the netting settings, since this is an important notification, in this episode we learned how to set netting settings on the platform. Click Save to save this margin by. See you in the next video. Another margin level warning with value percent 200% and add a message to it. Low margin, margin level reached 200%. Please deposit funds. Click Save to save this margin warning. Finally, let's set margin leverages, which allow to set the level of margin requirements for different types of instruments. The levels are set by instrument groups. 3 options for setting margin for Forex are available: by currency, by position, and virtual. Leverage by currency is used when trading deliverable and non-deliverable currencies, and the margin is calculated from each specific currency involved in the transaction. Margin leverages by currency have two options. Cross. Currencies of currency pairs are crossed with each other. The difference between the amounts in the same currency is calculated and then leverage is applied. For example, if you have two positions EURUSD long and USD CHF long, then a negative amount in USD from the sell side will be added to the positive dollar amount on the buy side. Leverage will be applied to the total dollar amount in USD. Long-short max is calculated as follows. All short and all long currencies are calculated separately, and then the margin requirements are calculated in absolute value for each currency and each side. The highest amount will be taken as the margin requirement. Leverage by position. The used margin is calculated from the position/order and can be applied to any type of instrument. Leverage by virtual completely disables margin accounting for a group of instruments. Positions become virtual, and no financial result can be obtained from such positions. Let's add margin leverage for our instrument groups and use it by position. Option, margin in base currency, should be used only for instruments having a base asset of type currency. If the instrument's base asset is not currency, using this setting will result in an error. We will skip this option. Let's add an instrument group, select leverage option and set long and short leverages and click the Save button. Let's repeat the previous step with another instrument group. Add an instrument group, select leverage option and set long and short leverages and click the Save button. Currency leverages section designed for setting leverage percentage for each currency. You can manually add a value to each currency. You can select all currencies and add the same values to all currencies. Or you can select specific currencies by checking the box and add values for selected currencies. Let's add currency leverage 10% to all currencies. Let's add currency leverage 20% to US dollar and euro. You can also search for a specific currency using the search field. Let's find the pound sterling and add 100% currency leverage. Margin balance multipliers are margin levels charged on negative currency balances. Since the platform allows multi-currency accounts, at some point a client may have negative balances for specific currencies. Accordingly, you can set margin levels on these currencies as well. Let's select cryptocurrencies and add a 100% margin balance multiplier to Bitcoin. You can also import margin profiles in CSV format and schedule them by clicking the Import Margin Profile button. After applying all required settings, click Create, and the new margin profile will be created. To add a margin profile to the account, go to Access and click on the desired account. In the Account Settings field, click Edit. In the Margin Profile line, click the pencil button and select a margin profile, then click the check mark button. After clicking the check mark button, the warning window will appear, in which we will see an informative message about changes in the trading settings. Let's agree with changes and click Save. Now we see the notification that the account was updated. That's it. Setting up margin profiles is quite easy on the platform. Congratulations and see you next time.